Welcome to the 2021 Fund for Veterans Assistance Grant Announcements for Veteran Service Programs in the Alamo Region. The Texas Veterans Commission Executive Director, Tom Palladino, will begin our event. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Elaine. My heartfelt thanks to all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to help us announce the 2021-2022 Texas Veterans Commission grant recipients in the Alamo Region. The Texas Veterans Commission Fund for Veteran Assistance Grant Program awards reimbursement grants to eligible charitable organizations, local government agencies, and veteran service organizations that provide direct services to Texas veterans and their families. The Commission awards reimbursement grants in 5 categories: general assistance, housing for Texas Heroes, veterans mental health grants, veteran treatment courts, and veteran county service officer funding. Between 2009 and 2020, the Texas Veterans Commission awarded more than $168 million in grant funding to nonprofit and local government organizations across the Lone Star State. These grants assisted over 350,000 Texas veterans and their families with various types of services. Each year, the program encourages organizations with veteran-specific programs and services to apply for these grants. Funding is generated primarily by the Texas Lottery Commission's Veteran Cash Lottery tickets. Other sources of funding for the Fund for Veteran Assistance come from individual donations when obtaining driver's, handgun, hunting, and fishing licenses and vehicle registrations. I want to congratulate this year's grant recipients and thank you for your service to Texas veterans and their families. The Texas Veterans Commission consists of 5 commissioners who are appointed by the governor. Each year, they approve grant applications to meet the needs of Texas veterans and their families. The commissioner presenting big checks to organizations serving the Alamo region is Chairwoman Laura Kerner, a U.S. Navy veteran from the San Antonio area. Please join me in welcoming Chairwoman Kerner.
Thank you, Tom. TVC is proud to provide grant funding to veteran organizations through the Fund for Veteran Assistance Grant Program. In May 2021, TVC approved 147 grant awards totaling over $33.4 million that provide a range of services to our Texas veterans. This totals more than 967 grant awards for more than $200 million since 2009. At the end of this grant year, we estimate this funding will have served more than 380,000 veterans across our great state. Today, we are recognizing more than $3 million in grant funding from the Texas Veterans Commission to improve the lives of more than 5,000 Texas veterans and their families in the Alamo region. In just a moment, we will announce these 14 grants, but let us remember that everyone is charged with the responsibility of caring for those who served. We recognize now more than ever how critical it is in helping those veterans and their families are to Texas. Therefore, I want to sincerely thank each of our award recipients for serving our veteran communities in the Alamo region. We also thank all of those who supported the FVA through their lottery ticket purchases and donations. Without further hesitation, let's announce the grant recipients for this year's grant period and thank them for serving veteran families.
Thank you, Chairwoman Kerner. The following organizations have accepted a Fund for Veterans Assistance grant for the current year. Bexar County Felony Veterans Treatment Court is accepting 1 grant for a total of $75,000. This Veterans Treatment Court grant funds treatment court services for veterans in Bexar County. Rise Recovery is accepting 1 grant for a total of $75,000. This Veterans Mental Health grant funds peer support services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses in Bexar County. Val Verde County Veteran County Service Office is accepting 1 grant for a total of $75,000. This General Assistance grant funds transportation programs and services for veterans in Kinney and Val Verde counties. Guadalupe County Veterans Treatment Court is accepting 1 grant for a total of $100,000. This Veterans Treatment Court grant funds treatment court services for veterans across 7 counties within the Alamo and Central Texas regions. Operation Homefront, Inc. is accepting 1 grant for a total of $100,000. This general assistance grant funds supportive services for veterans and dependents throughout Texas. Community Council of South Central Texas, Inc. is accepting 1 grant for a total of $150,000. This general assistance grant funds financial assistance services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses across 21 counties within the Alamo and South Texas regions. Family Service Association of San Antonio, Inc. is accepting 1 grant for a total of $200,000. This general assistance grant funds employment support services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses across 9 counties within the Alamo region. Bexar County Misdemeanor Veterans Treatment Court is accepting 1 grant for a total of $250,000. This Veterans Treatment Court grant funds treatment court services for veterans in Bexar County. Project Mend is accepting 1 grant for a total of $300,000. This general assistance grant funds supportive services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses across 103 counties within the Alamo, South, Gulf Coast, and Central Texas regions. SAM Ministries is accepting 1 grant for a total of $300,000. This general assistance grant funds financial assistance services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses in Bexar County. Alamo Area Council of Governments is accepting 2 grants for a total of $600,000. A $300,000 general assistance grant funds transportation programs and services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses across 13 counties within the Alamo and South Texas regions. And a $300,000 Housing for Texas Heroes grant funds home modification services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses in 13 counties within the Alamo and South Texas regions. Endeavors is accepting 2 grants for a total of $800,000. A $300,000 general assistance grant funds financial assistance services for veterans and surviving spouses across 84 counties within the Alamo, South, Gulf Coast, Central, East, and North Texas regions. And a $500,000 Veterans Mental Health Grant funds clinical counseling services for veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses throughout Texas. That concludes the grant announcements. Chairwoman Kerner, back over to you.
Congratulations to all the Alamo Region grant recipients this year. At the Texas Veterans Commission, we like to say, helping veterans starts here, because we advocate for all veterans, dependents, and surviving spouses to receive the services they have earned and rightfully deserve. Today, your organizations are recognized for making a difference in the lives of those who served. Thank you for serving our Texas veterans and their families. For more information on these organizations, please visit our Alamo Region Assistance Directory online at the website shown on the screen. This concludes our grant announcements for the Alamo Region. To all our Texas veterans, please know that you have our gratitude and our unwavering support every day of the year. Thank you for joining us.